Good morning, guys. It's your girl Bunny, and you know I go live each and every day at 6 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. on Saturdays, 7 p.m. on Sundays. Let's go. If it's your first time starting by, don't be afraid to come in and sit down. The room is just building up. We start at 6 a.m. Come on, grab you a seat. We're going to have some great conversation. And today also just happens to be, yo, what's up, Trust? Today just happens to be Giveaway Friday. So stick around, have a good time with me. Hold on one second while I plug up. Sorry, it's no music no more. We have moved over to another platform, and to prevent copyright restrictions, we're going to keep the music off, but we're going to keep the conversation going. So if y'all chatting with me anyway, y'all won't even miss the music, okay? Let's go. The first topic of conversation is, should you tell kids the ugly truth about your co-parent? When, what, why? Now, why am I asking this question? It's going to get a little deep in here today. Usually we come in here with lighthearted conversation, but I wanted to follow up on yesterday's conversation. Yesterday we had a little bit of a discussion, a big discussion actually, about child support and different things like that. And somebody had came up, let me go ahead and tap that screen so we get our people in here. Just give me 1 second. It got a little confusing because I came on live, but it wasn't letting me do all my preferences. So give me 1 second. Let me build up the room. Robbie King, what's going on? If it's your first time starting by, my name is Bunny, straight out of Jersey. I go live each and every day at 6 a.m. Don't be confused by the numbers. We're going to get the people in here in just 1 second to have some great conversation. Stella, what's going on? I see Katie on the way in. Let's get this to tapping that screen, share out the live so we can get our people in here this morning. Good morning. I know it was confusing because I came on live and then I had to sign back out. But come on, y'all. Let's build up the room. Let's get to tapping that screen, sharing that live out. Let me get my people in here. Let me share out with the good people. Let's get our numbers up and have some great conversation. Let's do it, y'all. 1 second. Let me get my usuals. And today is actually Giveaway Friday. So Sammy Mom Fines came in the chat and said, yes, should you tell kids the ugly truth about your co-parent, when, what, and why? So I'm going to tell y'all, the reason that I'm asking this question is yesterday when we talked about child support, one of our viewers was saying that she is saving threads to show her child the pettiness and the ugliness of what her co-parent does. And it took me to a place in my mind because I'm like, yo, I used to do the same thing. Good morning, baby cakes. I used to do the same thing. I used to screenshot. I used to put it in my hidden folder for later because I feel like I wanted my daughter to understand that it wasn't me. And as I've been getting older and as my child gets older and as I'm healing and turning a new leaf, I'm starting to feel a little perplexed about the fact, will I even ever show that to her? Will I ever really tell her that whole truth? Crystal, what's going on? Good morning, Marla. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the petty part of me has really released. You know, like I'm no longer in that space or navigating in that space where I feel like I gotta prove myself. I feel like when my daughter was younger, I really felt like the need to try to prove something. And my therapist at the time was like, yo, why are you sitting here trying to trust? Why it always sound like you getting beat up when you come into my live?
My fault.
You getting slid across the floor. Like I'm in your
moving
pocket.
around in the car.
You said what?
I'm moving around in the car.
Oh, my bad. All right, well, come on in here. Should you tell your kids the ugly truth about your co-parent? When, what, why? What say you?
I think you need to leave children in children's places.
Talk to me.
What's going on between you and your co-partner, your co-parent, is between y'all two. It's an adult situation. Your children, even though this process is gonna take a long time, but your children will see who is who and what is what on their own. They're you can have the conversations with your children, but if you're being like to make a private secure file and just dash away all of the petty conversations that you were a part of, You were a part of these conversations. This wasn't a one-sided conversation. He wasn't just shooting, or she wasn't just shooting these things to you. It was a conversation that was had. You're only taking half of the conversation, dashing it away for a rainy day so that you can demonize the co-parent. That's not cool. That's not cool.
I appreciate that perspective. Go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I just feel that there's always going to be two sides to a story.
3.
One person may feel betrayed, one person may feel slighted, one person may feel lied to, and these things are the resentments that are built up in that resentment treasure box that they never let go. And when it's time to open up that treasure box and get inside that bag, it's there for them to go. And I don't think that it's cool for you to do that to your children, because your children do have a vision of who their parents are, no matter what you and the other person went through. I had to learn it on my own, that no matter what me and my ex-wife went through, no matter how messed up the treatment was of the children from her at times, they never once lost a single piece, an ounce of love for her. So there's always a longing for the love and connection of that parent, and for you to sit there and demonize them to manipulate. I mean, I understand there's certain circumstances that, listen, this person was a monster. Okay, I understand that, but some things are just petty.
All right, Trust.
And for you to, you're just as petty if you're storing them up in the box. That's all I'm saying. You're just as petty.
All right, boom. Let's see. We got a couple people in the queue. Let's see. Thank you, Trust. Let's go. Let me catch up some of these comments. We've got Kazan in the house that says that's why you don't tell them based off feelings, only off what's transpired, the truth. If hurting, I tell both sides. And I'm clapping up for opinion, y'all. We clap for opinion in here. I'm thankful for all of y'all to come in here and chat with me. Jacob, you can go ahead and get blocked if you're not going to talk about what we're talking about up top. We're only talking about the topic. Baby Cake said my kid's father showed on his own. Let's go. Good morning, Wyatt. And for those that don't have children in the chat, it's okay to still tap in on the conversation, because at the end of the day, you were a child. You had an experience. You've had parents. You've either had both parents or not. How did you feel being exposed to too much truth? How did you feel knowing too much, or your parents divulging too much inside of you? So it's okay, even if you're not talking from a parent's viewpoint, you can still talk from a child's viewpoint. Did you know too much? Would you like to have known less? Come and chat with me. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I miss having music in the background. I might have to put a little earbud in. What's going on, Lance?
Good morning.
Good morning. Should you tell the kids the ugly truth about your co-parent? When, what, and why? Or never? Talk to me.
I don't have to say nothing. Actions speak louder than anything. And boy, when I tell you, now don't get me wrong, I've talked my shit, but away from my children. I ain't down them. I ain't put that man down. Not around them girls. I wanted to and be like, hey, bro, he ain't shit. He ain't never gonna be shit.
Let me just tell you this. My neighbor is Baby Cakes in the chat, and she absolutely loves you. She tells me all the time how much she loves you. Everybody love you, Blunts. I hope you know that.
Hey, look, y'all gonna stop giving me the damn feels, bro.
I'm sorry, man. But you know what? What's really happening, Blunts, and not to get off topic, chat. What's really happening as you starting to open up that little love on the side that we all know you're diving into. That's why you softening up. He breaking them freaking, what's them things when you go to bowling? Them things on the side, them dividers up. He breaking them dividers down, and then you coming up in here.
Them little gutter blocker things.
Yeah,
that's the only way I could bowl.
He breaking them bumpers. Breaking them bumpers down, and then you come in here and we loving on you crazy, baby. Yeah, you gonna be crying. That's why I was crying last month. Thought I was in something, but
Boy,
you in something. Don't look at me. All right, back to the topic. Should you tell the kids the ugly truth about their co-parent? You were saying no. He telling on himself. Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, his actions that speaks louder than words. I had to sit there one time. This was years ago. Whenever before my sister and all of that happened. It was just me and Tia, and her dad had messaged her, and he was gonna pick her up for the weekend. Whoop de wop, and I had to sit. I watched her. This was during COVID. She sat there for 8.5 hours. 8.5 hours, and I let her sit there, and I let her wait and wait and text to show he wasn't coming. But I wasn't the person to tell her he's not coming. He was the one to show. I still got the screenshots from her texting him reading it and never responding. So as a mother, that's the type of stuff we have to deal with.
That part.
On trying to spare the other parent.
That part. And I think the part that hurts the most, and like just from like I'm a mom now. I have a 4-year-old, but being as a kid, I do remember. Sometimes as children, it's so hard for the custodial parent. I'll say it's so hard for the custodial parent because we as children we fantasize about the relationship between our other parent. Because this is the custodial parent is the one that disciplines us,
Yep.
and it's harder on us, right? And gives us life lessons. So anytime that we feel mad or upset about the discipline that we're getting at home, I want to go stay with my DAD, or I want to go stay with my MOM, right? And I don't know why I spell it out because when I talk about him, I don't. My kid is here.
Yeah.
Even though she's supposed to be asleep. What happened yesterday? I want to go live with them. I don't want to be here. Or like when your kid goes and spends weekends with them and they come back and they hate you or they treating you funny. It's such a hard place to be in. And then you're holding these emotions like, yo, you don't even know that nigga. Da, 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 da. He don't even da, 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 da. Like when I asked him for a coat, he won't even get you one. Like, go stay over there. You gonna see. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard as a parent to hold on to those truths. And and it's like, I can understand and empathize why some people feel like, well, I want to tell them a little something so that they know that this is a facade. But at the same time, should I just allow themselves to be in that facade until one point? We had somebody up here the other day. She was saying that, I think that was Taurus Queen. She was saying that her stepchild, right, didn't understand what the father was trying to tell his son about the mom until after the father passed, and then the mom showed herself. And it's like now the son may have these regrets because he didn't believe the father when he was alive. But at the same time, should he have never told him that? Like it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if there's one way to win, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna get some more people up. Thank you, Blunt. Let's go. Is Mama over there?
Yep, you're right here.
How's she feeling today? How you feeling, Mama?
Good. She said good.
She said, yo, y'all sound just the same. Good. Hey, Mama, stay tuned. Because if Blunt wins today for the giveaway Friday, I don't know if she's giving it to you. She gave it to you last time, but we gonna see. Let's go. It's giveaway Friday today, y'all. And instead of giving away them coins, we're going to be giving away something else better. Let's go. Oh, Sammy's not here no more. I tried getting her up. Let me see who else is in line. Oh, my Marla is in line. Let me hold on. Thank you, Ace Brown. Let's go. If it's your first time joining us for FYP, my name is Bunny, straight out of Jersey. I go live each and every morning at 6 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. on Saturdays, and 7 p.m. on Sundays. Marla, what's going on?
Good morning, Bunny Love.
Good morning, straight out of Florida.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday and happy early Mother's Day.
So, thank you, Bunny. The same to you and everybody in the chat that's a mama.
Let's go.
So, Bunny, this conversation hits hard, deep for me.
I know. Yep.
And I chose very early on, Bunny, the marriage was a horror story. It was very hard. I left when the kids were 2 and 3. And no, Bunny, I never once said anything about their dad. It was bad. I could go over a million different scenarios that I went through before I actually picked up and left. But I guess for me, I don't know, Bunny. I wanted them to see what, I don't know. It was so difficult, but yes, I never said a bad word about him. And to this day, I'm still advocating for him. So
Wow. That was going to be my next question. Because now,
yes,
I mean, for those that don't know, your kids are 21, 25.
no,
How old are your kids?
25 and 24.
25 and 24. And you've never divulged the truth to them. Because I know what you told me.
No, they know now. They know the truth now. They
Okay.
see it. And we've
Mm.
had that discussion now that they are grown adults.
Mm.
They ask and I'm truthful. I don't just say, "Oh, you know what your dad did to me," or I
Yeah.
don't. No, I don't do any of that. And
Mm.
now, unfortunately, Bunny, he's now in a home because he is onset early dementia,
Right.
and he's got a old brain, like a blood clot or something that never healed.
Mm.
So now I'm with my daughter who loves him more than life itself,
Right.
and I'm advocating for him to get him, he's going to be a ward of the state, but to get him benefits and to get him where he needs to be.
Yes, because I know you tapped in with us one time and you were asking us whether or not you should do that, and I was telling you honestly, if your heart tells you to do so, do so. Right? Don't step outside of yourself to be petty or do any of those things. And I want to say thank you, and that's why you even more so deserve today's giveaway Friday. And your name is on the board 20 times.
Yeah, so I will circle back with you, Bunny, and let you know how the progress goes.
Mm,
Because whoa, didn't even know what I was signing up for. This one's a hard one, but
I'm sure.
we've started the process. We
Mhm.
already got him approved for Medicaid or one of those,
Wow.
and now we're waiting for disability to come through. And yeah, Bunny, at one time I loved this man. I had two beautiful children with him, and yeah, I'm gonna be there till the end.
Come on, Marla. Thank you, baby.
Love you.
Love you, honey. So Marla basically was saying she didn't start telling her children until they were old enough to ask questions. And that's when she started to divulge that information. And I'm sure she didn't take it to Petty Town. She just took it, let me get my girl Pretty Knox up here. Today is Giveaway Friday, guys. We're doing a special Mothers Only on the board today. If you're a man in the chat and still are gifting up in the chat today, you can actually vote in one of our moms to be added to the board more than once. Okay. So as a man in here, if you are gifting up in the chat, if you got your daily heart me or you have subscribed to the tube, you can go ahead and put down in the chat who you would like to vote to put on the board. Or even as a lady, if you want to vote somebody else on the board, you can do so today. Pretty Knox, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, beautiful. I just want to say this first, girl. You got some amazing guests. Miss Marla, I just love her.
Yes.
I know, girl, she's so sweet. But I think she was right, and I think you were right also. I'm going to tell a short little story.
Go
My
ahead.
my mom got pregnant with me and my brother. Mentioned my dad beat on mom. She was in the hospital, reconstructive surgery. He threw my brother out a window, paralyzed him from the neck down as a child. She never told us the stories, but I remember the violence, right? So as I got older and I started having them dreams and stuff, I started asking mama. I was about 11, 12. She said, "You're not old enough. You're not old enough." So when I was about 14, my family started coming around his side. They wanted to take me to see him in prison. And my mother was like, "Hell no. And so she started telling me the stories because I was like, "Mama, why you can't tell me? I want to know." And she said, "Regardless of what I tell you, he is still your father, and I will accept if you want a relationship with him. But he is not allowed around me or your brother." And I always respected my mama for that, right? So when he got out of jail after 38 years, guess what this fool do? He wants to be back with my mama. So he going to my mama and her husband's house. And my mama calling me scared, shaking in her boots because she remembered what he did. So I called him and I said, "Pop, I'm going to tell you something, man. That's all I got. I'm trying to build a relationship with you that he don't want. But I told him, I had to send you to see the maker if you ever step in front of my mother's house again. You terrified her. You hurt her and her kid. So regardless of that, I still tried to build a relationship with him. He been home 10 years. In them 10 years, he has mistreated me. My mother, she's gone now. He dogs her name. He put me in jail. He kicked my animals. So I'm saying that to say, I think every situation is different. But once the person that you are still trying to defend shows themselves, the child usually agrees with the mother. Because I just wrote a poem to my dad. And I told him, I said, you are exactly what my mother said you were, a monster. But my mother didn't tell me he was a monster until I asked. And then she told me to make my own decisions. And when he got out, I'm just praying for him, girl, because he a monster. It's sad that some kids have to go through that stuff.
I'm so sorry. And pretty nice. One thing I appreciate is you being vulnerable and sharing your story, because it only just helps somebody in the chat who may be trying to, like I said, I love topics like these because even myself, I have to battle with this, the thoughts of how much will I divulge to my child. So pretty nice, I really do appreciate you. They're asking in the chat, pretty nice, where are you from?
Oh, I live in Tennessee.
Let's go. That accent.
I love you, and thank you for having me up. Have a good weekend, baby. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Let's go, yo. Edie in the chat. Let's go. Edie, I'm not sure. Are you a mom? Let me know, Edie. I'm not really sure because you got multiple people in your picture, so I'm not really sure. If you are, let me know in the chat so that I can go ahead and put you up on the board. That's mom. Let's go. I didn't know that was mom in it. Nah, shout out to mom Edie on the board. Let's go. You said, Blunt, you don't got to worry about getting my gift, baby. I'm going to get my gift myself. Let's go. Ace Brown in the chat. Welcome back.
Good morning. Happy Mother's Day to you all.
You say you're from Jersey or New York?
I'm from Jersey, from Brick City. I'm from the bricks. I'm still in the bricks.
Child, what, you coming out or you in there building it up? What you doing?
I'm in the hood. I'm in the hood. So, you know, I make sure that I take care of the areas that I'm in. Make sure I do what I gotta do. But yeah, I'm still I'm still in the trenches.
And you in a bikers club or like what's up?
Yeah, I'm in a bike club. Number One Stunners.
Okay, can I come down and groove? Or they be doing stuff around there?
Yeah, nah, come on through. You already know. Yeah, bike. The one thing I say about the bike community is it's all love. We do, community service, we party and everything, but it's all love. It's never what they portray us to do.
Okay, boom. Because one thing about me, I'm trying to get my little two-step on. But okay,
come on through whenever you can.
Do you have kids, Ace Brown?
Yeah, I have two.
Okay.
I have two girls.
Okay.
So I would definitely say this real quick. As most people said, I would say you let the children see it on their own. And once they see it and they start to ask questions and they're old enough to understand what you may say, then that's when you may explain certain things. I give you a case in point. My oldest is getting ready to go to college. And now when she goes to complain about her mother or say something about her mother, I make sure she stays respectful. And then I say, now you see why daddy said this. Or now you see why daddy moved this way, or so on and so forth. I let her see it first and then go ahead and say, I don't say, look, let me tell you what your mother did. No. Once she brings something, now you see why daddy responded this way. And I think it helps the children because now you don't paint an image of them. But I encourage everyone, especially us. I'm in my 40s, but the last person that was up here said something that was very vital. I encourage all of us that if you had one side, please open up the book to hear the other side out and then make your own decision. Don't just say, well, my mom, always told me this about my dad, or my dad always told me this about my mom. Open up the book and hear the other person's side, because sometimes, like she just said, you find out indeed mom was right, or you find out indeed dad was right, but if you just turn a blind eye to that person, you don't even give yourself the opportunity to be able to make your own decision. But I love this topic because it's bad out there for our children where we go ahead and try to say, hey, let me tell you about your mom, or let me tell you about your dad. When in hindsight, there's always three sides to every story. Your side, their side, and the truth.
I always say three.
So, I always say that. So, once again, I'm supporting you. Yesterday, you won me over. You won me over when you
And I watched it. I watched it happen, and the child was so happy. He was like, "Okay, I can rock with this and follow me." I
can rock with it. And you're a Jersey head, so I'm definitely going to support you. A Jersey head.
We already let's go.
Yeah, definitely. And if I could, I wanna I don't know if you put Pretty Knox up there as a the person for
The giveaway?
Giveaway Friday, but I want to go ahead and nominate her because that's huge to go ahead and talk to your dad after he was already incarcerated and still give him an opportunity to go ahead and do that, but still respect mom enough to say, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and give him a chance, but I got your back, ma. I'm gonna respect you, make sure he's not around you and my brother. And then when he crossed that boundary to say, hey, listen, I'm building this with you, but if you ever do that again, not only will this relationship be over, but we will be, you will be done. I'm not playing that. I gotta salute her on that.
Let's go.
And I want to go ahead and nominate her. And happy Mother's Day to you all.
Thank you, Ace. Let's go. One thing I love about TT, I love about the thing that we've built here is we are only building community and family. I love y'all. Blunt's lighting it up. Sarah on the board. Let's go. Guys, today is Giveaway Friday, but we are doing a special moms only, okay? Moms only on the board this week. And if you are a male in the chat, don't be afraid to gift up and then, like Ace just did, nominate. Even if you just get your daily heart me, nominate a mom in the chat for it to be on the board multiple times. Here goes Sarah again. Let's go, let's go. I love it. Let me get Amy. I know she's been waiting. I got you, BDs. I see you in the chat. The queue is long, and I'm sorry to make y'all wait, so we're going to try to make it fast. Amy, what's going on? Tell them where you're from.
Did I?
I got Marla for you, Katie. I got her. Did you not mean to come up?
1 second, let me move.
Oh, okay.
I was
Sydney
laying
said,
down.
let me up. Good morning, Sydney. What's going on?
I'm from well, I'm from
Hold
Detroit,
on,
but
because one thing I know is when we go to the club and somebody asks your name and you say Ashley and your name is Amy, the pause before let me know that you about to lie to me. Now, where's you from, Amy? You
my
just
voice
tried.
is going away. I didn't think I joined, but I'm from Detroit, but I live in Richmond.
Okay, let's go. You about to tell me I'm from Cali. Stop playing with me. Oop, we nominating Blunts in the chat. Thank you, Violet. All right, tell me, are you a parent? Are you a mom?
Yes, I have 2 kids.
Okay. Do you struggle with telling your kids the truth, or how do you feel about this topic? Talk to me.
I'm sorry, my voice is going away. I have 2 kids, but this wouldn't be about me. It will be about like myself.
Okay, as growing up as a child.
Mm-hmm.
All right, talk to me. Go ahead.
So I didn't know my dad, but they got remarried when I was 10. That was my first time meeting him. And it's like me and my sister, we didn't know. We thought our mom was like a single mom. She never mentioned him to us. So we were confused all the time, like, who is this? And it was our biological father, which was weird because she never mentioned. I guess I didn't know the idea of a dad because I'd never seen one. So he was not nice to us. And he was not nice to her. So we had our own opinions about him without her saying anything. So, and now we're not close, but she respected. So I think like in her own way, she wasn't telling us anything, but she was just letting us have our own thing. But then like, he don't like that we don't like him. He don't like that we don't like him, but he was never nice. So, and she's just like, she played both sides. So we just struggle with that. Like, you know why we don't like him. Why do you act like it's a chance for us to like him? You get what I'm saying?
I'm a little confused. So basically, your dad was around, but at the time you didn't know he was your dad. Right?
1 second. No. I didn't know him at all until they got married.
So you were 10 when you finally met him and they got married.
Uh-huh.
So how did this switch out of the blue? They just got married. Like what? You got to paint a little picture for me because I am a little
It
confused.
was pretty much out the blue. Like, it was me, my sister, and my mom.
For 10
And
years.
then she literally came home married to our dad, who had other kids and kids after her and after my little brother. Because my brother is 10 years apart. So I'm assuming that's why they got married. And he was never nice to me and my sister. So it was like, is this her husband or is this our dad? That was the thing. No, this is your dad. Like, so why are you with somebody who's not nice to us? And somebody who clearly wasn't nice to you.
Yes, Jay Sunflower.
And that's where we kept it separate. So we have a relationship with our mom that don't include him.
Oh.
So it's like,
after they got married at 10, did he move in at that point?
we moved in with him.
And he was just never nice to you.
No, he was not nice. He always had like things for us to do. He would leave us there. Like, he wouldn't feed us. He wouldn't interact with us. It was just like, why is he here? We were so used to just being there with her.
The three of y'all, yeah.
And then he just didn't come in contributing no type of love. It was like, you just came here.
I'm so sorry. Can I ask you? I'm gonna ask you one last question. Before you turned 10, do you remember asking your mom about where your dad was?
No, because I didn't think of.
You didn't think about it. You didn't think about it. Yeah, I think that the hard thing right now, like my daughter is 4, right? And she didn't ask me at first, and I was hoping I could, I want to say that the great thing about watching TV now is like the representation shows that families can look many different ways. But so I was hoping I had a couple more years, and then one day her friend came over who was 4 as well, and literally sat at the dinner table and was like, "Where's your dad?" And my daughter stayed quiet. She didn't say anything. So now I'm like, dang. And then the friend's mom was here and was like, he's at his house. She's like, we're at his house. He's not here. And I was like, because I was like, I thought I had way more time than this.
Yeah.
To have this explanation for her that I didn't have. And then after that happened, a little short while after that, my daughter was having a little bit of a behavior issue. And I was like, is it because she's missing this relationship but doesn't know how to express it? And it's just like, it's such a hard space. It's a hard space. So Amy, like I thank you for coming up. I'm going to put you on the board just because if it's your first time sliding by, it's your first time sliding by, right? I don't think I've ever seen you.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I thank you for joining in. No, I'm going to put you on the board for Giveaway Friday. Stick around just in case you win, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to get you on the board. It's such a hard place to navigate. That is like a lot to unpack in itself. Hold on, let me get B&B. I'm gonna get Katie. We're gonna try to get through this quick, only because I do want to do Giveaway Friday by 6:50 at the max. What's going on, B&B? I see you down there nominating a lot of people.
Yeah. It's
What's
Mother's
up?
Day, so
Let's
trying to
go.
make the mothers feel good.
Let's go. Talk to me. I got you, Sydney. I got you. Go ahead, B&B.
So on the topic of on the topic we're on today. So I never talk bad about my kid's mother in front of them. As a matter of fact, I never allowed anyone to talk bad. I never allowed anyone to talk bad about their mother in front of them. On the flip side, though, she always talked bad about me. And like I told you yesterday, she was just mad because I left her, and she took every chance she could. Like one day, me and my kids, I had them out, and we were going out, and we were talking, and I said, well, we got on that discussion of why we weren't together. And I said, well, why do you think we're not together? And they were like, well, Mom said, because you're lazy. I'm doing 60 miles an hour on the highway. I hit them brakes so fast. I called her up and I cussed her out. I said, don't you ever as long as you are living, talk bad about me in front of them, especially since it was you that caused me to leave. And her sister, me and her sister had a talk one time, and we talked. And once she saw where I was coming from, even her sister stuck up for me, and she stopped talking to her sister because her sister stuck up for me because it was the truth. You know,
Wasn't trying to feed it.
Yeah. So now that they're grown, when the time comes that hopefully I can reconnect with them, I'm not going to bring it up, but I'm going to let them bring it up. If they say, why haven't we seen you X, Y, and Z? Then I'm going to say, I'm going to tell you the truth. And then I'm going to let it go. I've got too many people that I can call. Hell, I can even call my ex-wife and be like, and she can tell you what your mama did. So, you know, like I said, I don't talk bad about, and I never talk bad about her in front of my kids, and I never let anyone else talk bad about her. Now, when the kids ain't around, yeah, it's a straight up bitch fest. But if the kids are around, they're not allowed to talk about her.
Well, I would say when you do have that conversation, there's accountability on ourselves first, right? I would think the most important thing is to take accountability for our part, and then maybe also divulge that information as well. Because one thing I can say even about myself, I wasn't perfect. My reactions to him weren't perfect. There's some things, you know, that's why there's always three sides to the story. And sometimes when we tell our side, we sometimes forget that part where you was hanging out the back of the back and doing whatever. So I feel like no matter what you do say, as long as it's not like a point fest and it's all around, you know?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to like I told you guys yesterday, you know, for the last 30 years, this has been beating me up. It beats me up every day. And I'm gonna let them know off the rip what I did wrong. I'm not. It's not a thing where I'm just going to point the finger at her, but I'm going to let them know what I did wrong and express to them that it was my fault. However, this is A, B, C, D through X, Y, and Z. This is what your mama did on the same token. So no, I'm not going to. Don't get me wrong. I do accept accountability. Always have. Always will.
Let's go, BNBD. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's
You're
go.
welcome. Thank you,
guys. If I'm not throwing up the hearts like I usually do, it's because I broke a fingernail and my heart is hurt. Look at the. Sydney, what's going on?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, wait, hold on. Tell us where you're from.
Oh, sure. I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Let's go. Cat mama, the worst. The worst.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Talk to me. Should you tell your kids the ugly truth about your co-parent? When, what, and why?
So thank you for having me on here because this is something I feel is so important for the child's, mental state. I think that this conversation should be, if possible, led by a professional therapist. I think that we underestimate sometimes the impact that this can have on a child mentally.
Sydney, who calling?
Oh, sorry. I accidentally tapped my screen and it left the app.
Oh,
but
okay.
I went through this myself.
The conversation should be led by a professional therapist because we underestimate the impact it can have on a child. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. So when I first got pregnant, the father of my child blocked me, and I have not seen him or heard from him since, and my son is 3.
Sorry.
So while I was processing all of this, while I was pregnant and, processing all my emotions, I did a lot of reading and research on how I should handle the situation, not only for myself, but for my child as the situation would arise inevitably, And I read something that really changed my mindset on this, and that is that it is psychologically proven that a child, when they hear negative words from one parent about the other parent, it hurts them more to hear that than if you were to say those same negative things to them about the child themselves. No matter what, when you are a young child, both of your parents are like a hero to you. And when you hear that that is not true, that you've been, under the wrong impression, it is like earth-shatteringly heartbreaking to a child. And it is so important, I feel, to put the child ahead of you and ahead of your own agenda to let them know, what exactly. Of course, if there are dangers involved with the other parent, if there's something really serious they need to know, they should know about that. But I really think we need to sit there and deeply evaluate the purpose of saying each thing to them. And if you have the resources, get a therapist involved, ask them, hey, what is developmentally appropriate for my child at this age? Do you think they're ready? How can I go about this so that it hurts them the least, but they also have the truth and we're being realistic and honoring the child's intelligence, So I really feel like it can get into the territory of gossiping about the other parent. And that can also make your child resentful of you. And you also don't want that. So being right about the situation is probably the least important aspect of this. And we have to consider our child's feelings. Like, that is so hard on them. It's so hard on them. And I'll leave it at that. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you, Sydney. But that was a great place to leave it at. I put you on the board. If you stick around, you may win giveaway Friday. Let's go. Let's go. I'm getting my moms up here, especially if you come up and chat with me. If you guys do, go ahead and subscribe to Tube. Let me know, because then I can put you on the board as well. Yes, Blunts. Yes. I'm trying to go in order. Yes. Like, what you want? What's up? What's going on? Talk to me, Blunts.
So I just want to go off of what she was saying, how, putting our stuff to the side as parents. But at the end of the day, I understand that, but ultimately it destroys us. Because, for instance, my situation, my kid's dad was gone for 7 years. And just out of the blue, he pops up on TikTok. And I'm supposed to be sitting here with open arms, as if we haven't just lost a child and 7 years, and you haven't blinked twice on it, So, but I would be in the wrong if I was to cuss him out and, send him where he came from. I would be in the wrong because I didn't give Tia that opportunity to, try to build something again. So I talked to him for a while. I talked to him probably like a month before I even brought it to her attention. Like, hey, homeboy's back.
Ace Brown, I ain't gonna hold you. Sit back. I can't even tell him to sit back, Blunts. You know what? Do what y'all do. Hold on. Sorry, Blunts.
So yeah. I told her, I said, it's completely up to you. I do not blame you if you want to talk to him, build a relationship. I'm all for it. Because honestly, on the back end, I had to do what I needed to do on my personal vengeance. So he was going to be around for a little while. I just wasn't sure how long.
Yeah, and like I empathize.
Oh, he already married, girl. He already married. And that's why I'm saying I think that men who is on child support for children should not legally be allowed to adopt another man's children. Because literally, he left me and not just mine, because I ain't making by myself. He left me and our 2 kids to get with a woman who had 2 kids, and then they had 2 more kids on top of that.
My thing is, Blunts, like, you already know that I know you've divulged a lot to us about your relationship and how your co-parenting situation fell out and things like that, and how like the ultimate betrayal you have to kind of live with each and every day, and like, people don't even talk about the difficulty of tucking this information, the difficulty of acting like it's not happening, the difficulty of having this person come over and play with your kids. And we all know, being the custodial parent, the main parent, I love costs. It costs all these bills back here. It costs all these tears back here. It costs all these emotional burdens back here. But then when that side parent decide to come around and do their little Scooby Dooby Dee, kids are like, oh yeah, and like wait,
yeah.
you
That
know,
part.
like, and it hurts, and it doesn't stop hurting. Like, it's over and over again. You're being re-traumatized by the fact that I have this whole backpack, this whole thread of all the times that you have disregarded my children, said negative things about your children. Like, I can't, like, I'm a human. I can't reset this computer and forget all the negative things that he has said and done and all the inconsistent times and the times where I have to keep reminding him, call your daughter. Call your daughter. Call your, pick up the phone. Do this right. Get a job so I can get financial help consistently. All those things that I have to redo. And every time she sees it, she's like, yeah. And I know the truth. And that's why I really wanted to pose this question, because it's like, do we ever get this off of us? Do we ever, or is that not our place to ever get it off us with the children? It's something that I just have to bury deep, or I have to deal with in therapy, or I have to that's why I really wanted to have this conversation. And Blunt, like I said, I know for you, it's re-traumatizing every single time. And I'm going to continue to pray for you. And I pray that you can get the outlets that you need. I don't know what we need. It's the blind.
I don't know
blind.
either, girl.
I don't know what we need, but hopefully we
I
can
was
figure
ready
it
to
out.
burn my own house down because this woman was standing in my kitchen and I'm watching her on my security camera. Oh, I was ready.
No, that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna flourish, because the best revenge is honestly doing better for yourself, rising above it. That's the best revenge. Not messing up our own stuff. But thank you, Blunt. Let's get Sean up here. Go ahead, Sean. Give it to us. It's 6:50 already. The best revenge is no revenge. That part, baby. I'm gonna not say no revenge, but I think doing what's best for you is always the best revenge. Just success is the best revenge. That part. All right, Sean, give us 50 seconds of heat. We are rolling this wheel at 6:55. Putting your last votes, Cat Mama, back on the board to get on the board for giveaway Mom Friday. What's going on, Sean? Talk to me.
So real quick,
Yes.
I would say, if you don't think if it's gonna affect you, you cannot talk about negatively if you're not trying to put that parent in a negative light. For years, I never talked against my
Mute. Make
ex-wife.
sure y'all mute. Okay, go ahead, Sean.
I never let my girls know the real reason why me and their mom divorced. It wasn't until recently when my new wife, she's like, how come you never told them? Because I was like, because they love their mom to death, and I'm not gonna put her in a bad light to save face on truth of why two adults decided to do what they do. So sometimes you can get away with certain things.
All right. Sean, before you go, vote somebody onto our board.
Oh, yeah, I got my girl Katie down.
Let's go.
My girl Koya.
All right.
And 2 times for my Chaos Twin Blunts.
Let's
Like,
go.
That's my homie.
And happy Mother's Day to your wife. I know that even stepmoms, we all deserve it. So happy Mother's Day to her. Okay?
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Let's go. Thank you. So right now, I've got up here who's going to be up here, and we're going to go from Katie up, and then we're going to go ahead and spin our wheels. So give us 60 seconds of heat. No more than that. Tell us your opinion, Katie. Go. Boom.
Happy Friday. Happy Mother's Day weekend to every
Mother's
mother
Day.
out there. Okay, so let me go. The other day, I think we were on somebody's live, and I think it was talking to Angel's daughter about it hurts when men want to be involved and they're literally withheld. My mom, I love her to the grave and back. She gave me information as I got older. When I was younger, and I asked her questions, she's like, not yet. She would give me the PG version, then the raw explicit version. And she always said to me, when you're old enough, you can know your father. And what she said was never a lie, never a disrespect. I got to learn him as I got older at the age of, I want to say 15, 16. He was around before I got to that age. But 15, 16, I got to see and understand for myself the whole chessboard in front of me. I'm now in a situation where I have a son where I have to, you know what, like give receipts or answers. And I think I said it in the other day, have receipts, not to toss back out and make the other parent look bad,
but I remember distinctively when I was in like mediation, this man was speaking, and I started to feel like I was crazy. I was about to turn around and apologize to him until I remembered all the receipts that I had, and I'm like, no, 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 no. If I didn't know me or the proof was there, you would think that I was a little crazy. I was the one that made the relationship as is. And I spoke to I think it was my sister the other day because he was supposed to come pick up her son, and he didn't call, he didn't show. And my sister literally slapped me through the phone. And I'm gonna beg blunts. My sister is 6 years older than me, and she said to me when I was 8, this was before I was born, that her father was supposed to come pick her up. And my mom got her dressed and ready, and she was there looking. And this was like in the 1990s where there's no cell phone or whatever like that to keep in contact with somebody. And she remembered it to this day, and this was before I was born. And the disappointment you get as a kid when you hear your other parent is coming for you and you're dressed and you're looking through that window, it sticks with you, it goes with you, you remember forever and always. So if you don't have to put your children through that, please don't. Like I think it was her sister, she said. I think it was Blunt. She said her sister
Well,
was
I
waiting.
mean, I'm gonna say this. I think that the only area I disagree is the fact that they're gonna have these experiences. I don't believe in over screening your kids or censoring them too much. I believe that you have to allow them to have experiences. I don't agree with telling them, listen, this person is a bad person, this, that, and the third.
Oh, no.
But like, I do believe it sucks. You know, I know at a certain age, as parents, be like, I'm not going to tell them they calling because they might not call. I don't tell my daughter who's calling because they might not call. I don't believe it sucks. You know, I got to get them dressed if they're going to go out. But at the same time, I might not say, oh, you're going with such and such. But I think, you know, it sucks and it's unfortunate, but that standing out the window, that's the truth.
And I'm like, that hurts because I remember
And
once
it
or twice
hurt.
I did it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the truth. Because the truth is, I sat at that window and I waited for you as a child. And then now, as me, as a mom, I have to go now and aid that. But it had to happen because now they can see, not through my eyes, but through their own. And it's unfortunate. Like I said, we try to protect our kids from everything, but we can't. You know, and like I said, you don't have to go out your way to tell them, but truth and life and experience will tell them. And all we can do on our end is heal ourselves so that we can help them through that pain and that disappointment. But thank you, Katie. Everybody, 60 seconds. If when 60 seconds is up, I'm gonna have to let y'all down. Thank you, Katie. Happy Mother's Day. I'm gonna have to let y'all down because I want to get everybody, but I want to also. So watch the timer. You have a timer on your face. 60 seconds. Go ahead, Sarah.
I'm just going to wrap this up pretty quickly. So this is not for my kids because I'm married to their father and I don't
We
have
know
problems
16
with that.
years of
But
marriage, baby.
but my parents
Every time
divorced when
Sarah
I
come up
was
here, she gonna let y'all know it's been 16 years and mind your business. Go ahead, Sarah.
very proud of my marriage. Thank
I
you.
know you are. Go ahead, baby.
So, as a child, my parents divorced when I was itty bitty. I mean, I was probably a baby, and sorry, I'm outside. And they got divorced when I was a kid. And growing up, I never really saw my mom being as manipulative as she was. Now, looking back and as an adult, I know what kind of person she is, and I know the game she played. And, my dad never talked ill of my mom, never cussed him out, never cussed about him, nothing like that. But mom would always make every attempt to, oh, your dad did this. Oh, his wife did that, blah, blah, blah. And none of it was really true. It was always manipulated to her best, and nobody could ever outdo mom, but even now as an adult, there would be times where my mom would just utterly piss me off and I'd get so angry I'd cry. Because I'm putting in more effort than she would, and it wasn't fair, not for me or for my kids. And even now, sometimes she'll say things in front of my kids about their dad, and I'm like, we're not going to do that. If you're going to do that, you're going to be gone. I had to set boundaries,
Right.
and I'm trying for her benefit, but at the same time, like I learned and I saw, and my dad, once I become an adult, my dad said, Maria, you know how this was. I've never lied to you. My dad's never lied to me about my mom, but he's never come out and said, well, she did this, and this, But I mean, at some point your kids are going to want that conversation. Now I think that they should be older because it is a lot to take. It is. But I think that, if the pattern fits and they continue to do what they're doing, like my mom is still men dependent, can't do anything for herself, and still very manipulative. So I have to watch what she does with my kids and with myself. But I've put those boundaries up, and they understand as well. So, but that conversation ultimately it's going to have to come out because it is going to come out.
Thank you, Sarah. Let's go.
Love you guys. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
All right, y'all. I'm sorry. Like I'll try not to cut y'all up, but 60 seconds is all y'all got. Tanya, hit it. 60 seconds of heat. Give it to us.
60 seconds of heat.
Yes.
Children should know the truth
Okay.
at, I think, 4 and up, so they can start processing their questions, processing their feelings, processing, okay, he
Y'all
doesn't
can't see the
live here.
timer? There is a timer right on her face.
Yes,
Go
there's a
ahead.
timer.
Okay, boom.
And processing what's reality.
Uh-huh.
Children like truth, and children like reality.
Okay.
And I believe they adjust better. I'm a great grandmother now with the truth. When you tell them the truth, and it doesn't have to be harsh and cruel because you're still talking to a child. It doesn't have to be harsh and cruel, but you can say, we didn't get along. We didn't make each other happy. They can relate to that. They can feel that and they can understand that. So we separated because we didn't get along and make each other happy. But we both love you. Period.
Thank you, Tanya. Tanya, tell us where you're from.
Chicago.
Chi-town in the house. And can I say Happy Mother's Day to you?
Happy Mother's Day to
Happy
everyone.
Mother's Day. Let's go.
That's in the live.
It was your first time sliding by, y'all. Today is Giveaway Friday. We are going to spin the wheel after we get everybody for their 60 seconds of heat. Let's go. Not the period. What's your name? So I can put you on the board.
My name is Heaven. I've been up here before.
Yes, I know. I recognize your picture, but the period got me. Let's
That's
go.
just
Heaven.
how I was feeling. I'm back in my kick days.
All right. Give me 60 seconds of heat. Go ahead. Boom.
All right. Good morning, y'all. I've had this conversation with family members before, especially like who's been through certain situations with their baby fathers or, the other child's parent, whereas like you're forcing them to, like, you feel like you're forcing them to call the child, you're forcing them to be in the child's life. And what I can say from that is to just step back and do what you have to do, because the child is going to see that. Growing up, I saw why my mom tried to go out her way to try to keep me from my father, because she was the problem. My son, he's about to be 6 next month, and he's autistic, and he already sees through all his dad's BS to the point where it's like, I try to get them to spend time, and Mason don't even care to, because he knows it's going to be a letdown. He knows he's not going to show up. He knows he's not going to call. So I'm not saying, just let the child deal with it alone. Of course, I feel like therapy should be involved, but at the same time, I'm not going to badmouth him in front of his son. He already sees everything that he needs to see, and if he needs help in the future, I'm there for my son.
That part. Come on. Come on, Heaven. Stick around. We about to roll. As soon as we're done with everybody, thank you. Happy Mother's Day. As soon as we're done with everybody, go ahead, pretty little Eri.
Yes. Yes,
Let's go.
that's me.
Tell us where you're from.
I'm from Georgia.
Let's go. Georgia in the house.
Okay, so I personally don't feel like kids should know the ugly truth. And when you say the ugly, they don't need to know all the semantics, all the small stuff. They need to know that both of us love you and we're both here for you and we're both going to be here for you as parents. But if your co-parent is not a good co-parent, your child will notice it. Your child going to see it. Children don't care about who sends, even if they're on child support, they care about who shows up. The child knows who was there, what happened, who came to see them, who was at award ceremonies, who was at school, who was there for Christmas, who did bath time, bedtime books, all that. The children know. And because they do know, you don't have to go out of your way to be extra. They'll see it themselves. And when they grow up, they'll realize, okay, I see how to handle you. Okay, and that's just, you don't have to do that on your own. Children will see. They'll know up front.
Let's go. Thank you, pretty. Are you a mom? Pretty?
Yes, I am a mom. I have two children.
Get you on the board. Let's go. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you if you are a mom also.
I am. I got a 4-year-old. Thank you. Markets, I'm going to let you go, and then we're going to close out with our moderated trust. What's going on, Markets?
Oh, happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Happy Mother's Day. Where you from,
Yes, I
Marcus?
am a mom. And
Where you from,
thank
Marcus?
goodness. I'm sorry?
Where you from?
Oh, Texas. I'm sorry.
Let's go. Big Texas in the house. 60 seconds of heat. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that as time goes on, the kids will soon understand how the other parent is doing and how really what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
They'll see it for themselves over time.
Mm. So do you have this experience with your children at all, or do you have does you and your co-parent are y'all in a good space? Like,
Actually, we didn't have to co-parent. We were together until the kids were 25 plus.
oh wow.
But they probably saw a lot of more negative things about him than I did. So they were
Mm.
like, yeah, y'all splitting up, let's go.
No, and you know that it's crazy because I was hoping that we could do two parts to this conversation, which is we've talked about it before, but you know the imagery of a two-family household versus the reality living in that space. Would you rather, if you think about going back, would you have rather your parents give you the truth because you could see it, you know, when the parents are not doing well in the relationship, you can see it as a child, you can smell it, you feel it, the vibes are not there, the love is not there, and it's like we've talked about it before, but we've lost more episodes than we can because TikTok deletes them after 30 days. But I did want to do both, and I'm happy that you're bringing this up, but we'll have to do it on a different day. But yes, go ahead, Marcus.
Yes, if I had to do it all over again, would I do it the same way? Yes.
You would still do it the same way. Stick around to
Yes.
25.
Yes,
Okay.
because sometimes you just don't know. And I
Mm.
didn't actually know until it was time for him to go. But they probably
Mm.
saw the negativity in him more than I did.
Way before
I'll
you.
just say that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, Marcus. Well, I thank you. You're on the board. Let's go. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Trust, what's going on? You can close this out as we're about to spin our wheel. We've lost a lot of people in here, so I don't know. It might be one of them things where we spin and have to keep it moving. But what's going on, Trust? I guess we're gonna spin the wheel. Let's go. If it's your first time sliding by, my name is Bunny, straight out of Jersey. I go live each and every day at 6 a.m. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. on Saturdays, and 7 p.m. on Sundays. We are going to spin the wheel. Is Wyatt in the house? I don't think I saw Wyatt this morning, so he could show us what we're doing. Basically, what we're going to be giving is... Who this? You coming up here to wish me Happy Mother's Day?
I thought that was Sunday.
Are you going to see me on Sunday?
I could definitely make it happen if necessary. I can make it happen if me telling you Happy Mother's Day will make your day. I can put it on my schedule and make it happen.
And say that,
Yeah. You know,
Where you from, EYS? Because that was a quick response.
I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Let's go. Listen, he was on time, and I could do that. Listen,
Yeah, that ain't
give me the
nothing.
straight. We about to spin the wheel to see who wins our giveaway Friday.
Oh, okay. Shit. Give it away. May the best man win.
Today we're only giving it. We're only giving it to the ladies today. We're doing our
may
Mother's Day giveaway.
May the best woman win.
Let's go. Anything you want to say before I let you down? You ain't come to say nothing.
I just came. You were smiling, looking happy. I was like, let me come get some of that energy right quick.
Oh, come on,
I just came to steal a little bit. I just came to steal some for my morning, put it in my cup. I got a little in my cup.
Got me up here blushing, child. Thank you, EYS.
Oh yeah, for sure. You have a great one.
You too. See you later. Now y'all know I love when they stand on timing, child. Come on. So it seems like I don't have my giveaway Friday board because I have replaced it with my birthday board. We're gonna act like it's still my birthday, whatever. Let's go. Let's spin the wheel. What are we doing? I'm gonna write it in the chat because I don't want to go to. I'm not trying to go to TT. So there's gonna be a comment. I'm gonna let y'all know what it is. All right. This is what we're giving away today. Let's go. This is what we're giving away today, ladies. It is going to be a full-on, and then you strap it around. You can use it on the top of your back, the middle of your back, and bottom, and then you would slide into my DMs to let me know what size you need for the slippers. What's going on, Absolute? Hey! Absolute playing us some music. Let's spin the wheel, shall we? Who's taking it home? Baby girl. Who's taking it home today? Koya Koya! Is Koya still in the house? I hope Kroger didn't get her. I hope she's still here. I hope she's still here. Koya Koya, are you here? Yeah! I'll always love my mama. Baby girl. Not only does Koya Koya tap into the chat every morning, she's at work. She be at her part-time, her full-time, her whatever time, and she taps in on the chat. Congratulations to Koya. Slide into my DMs and let me know the size of the slippers that you need. Let's get it. Absolute. How do they claim their prize?
Well, what you have to do is you got to slide into that DMs. You better say thank you or you will be dragged. You came down this rabbit hole. You're in here with Bunny. You added some. You took away with some. You had a wonderful time. You had a wonderful experience. Experience the rabbit hole. Hang out with us. Hang out with Bunny. Hang out with Trust. Hang out with Perk. Do all the things. Wonderful. Now back to you.
Yo, let's go, Absolute. All you gotta do is listen. We got characters in here, bro. You think I'm the only character? I just only attract more me, and I love it. We crazy. All right, y'all, I gotta get up out of here, but congratulations to Koya Koya, who's walking away with a massager and some slippers. Let's go. Happy Mother's Day to all of you guys, all you beautiful ladies. Thank y'all for being transparent in here and letting us know your stories. I love y'all. Have a great holiday. Y'all deserve to be celebrated. Mwah. See y'all tomorrow.